The third day dawns. But for you, it's just another hour in a world that's lost all sense of time. The sun rises, but you barely notice. The line between night and day has blurred into a single, endless stretch of wakefulness. For you, the night never ended. The city outside stirs to life, but you're trapped in a cycle of exhaustion, watching the world move on while you remain stuck in the same sleepless moment. The world outside moves on, but you're stuck in a fog. Sounds are harsh, lights are blinding, and your body aches with exhaustion. Every sensation is magnified. Every movement feels like wading through thick syrup. Your muscles ache, your joints protest, and your mind is wrapped in a heavy, unshakable haze. Your eyes burn, your thoughts scatter, and even making tea feels impossible. Simple tasks become monumental challenges. You fumble with the kettle, forgetting what you were doing halfway through, your hands clumsy and slow. You forget why you opened the cupboard or what you were looking for. Your memory slips away, leaving you lost in your own home. Words escape you. You start a sentence, then lose your train of thought, the right words just out of reach. Conversations become a struggle, and you find yourself drifting off mid-thought. Reality blurs. Your home feels unfamiliar. Shadows seem to move and whispers tease your ears. Hallucinations creep in at the edges of your vision, and you question what's real and what's imagined. Your hands tremble, coordination fails, and a chill seeps into your bones. You drop things, stumble over your own feet, and shiver even when the room is warm. You're running on fumes, every system strained to the brink. Your body is desperate for rest, but your mind refuses to shut down, leaving you in a state of constant torturous alertness. This isn't just tiredness, it's a full-body crisis. Your heart races, your chest tightens, and anxiety gnaws at you from the inside out. Every breath feels shallow, every heartbeat a reminder of your body's growing distress. After 72 hours awake, you're not truly conscious anymore. You move through your home like a ghost, barely aware of your surroundings, your mind flickering in and out of focus. You exist in a dangerous limbo, teetering between wakefulness and collapse. Each step is a battle, and you're never sure if you'll make it to the next moment without falling. Your body screams for rest, but your mind can barely process the distress. The urge to sleep is overwhelming, but your thoughts are too scattered to find peace. Even breathing feels like work. Each inhale is a conscious effort, and you wonder how much longer you can keep going. This is the reality of profound sleep deprivation. It's not just about feeling tired, it's about losing yourself piece by piece to the relentless need for rest. You're a machine on the verge of catastrophic failure. Sleep isn't optional, it's survival. Without it, you unravel until there's nothing left but exhaustion and emptiness. Your brain is the first casualty of sleep deprivation. Without sleep, toxins like beta amyloid build up, clogging neural pathways and slowing your thoughts. The prefrontal cortex, the center for decision-making and focus, essentially shuts down. Concentration vanishes. You forget mid-sentence and your memory fails. Emotional control collapses, leading to impulsive, irrational behavior. After just 24 hours awake, your brain is as impaired as if you were legally drunk. Eventually, your brain forces micro-sleeps, seconds-long blackouts you can't control. It's your mind's last-ditch effort to survive. Sleep deprivation silently attacks your heart, often without warning. Your heart works overtime, stress hormones surge, and blood pressure stays dangerously high. Chronic inflammation sets in, damaging arteries and raising the risk of heart attack and stroke. Even your heartbeat can become erratic, all because your body is denied the rest it desperately needs. Your heart needs sleep to keep beating strong. After 3 days without sleep, your emotions unravel. Anger flares at the smallest annoyance and mood swings become wild and unpredictable. Anxiety and paranoia creep in. The world feels threatening and trust evaporates. Joy and empathy fade. replaced by numbness and detachment. Sleep deprivation hijacks your brain's reward circuits, making pleasure impossible. You're left isolated, exhausted, and emotionally raw. The cycle of exhaustion and anxiety feeds itself. Sleep is the foundation of emotional stability. Throughout history, scientists have been fascinated by the limits of human endurance, especially when it comes to sleep. To truly understand what happens when we deprive ourselves of rest, researchers have conducted bold experiments, pushing volunteers to the very edge of exhaustion. These studies reveal not just how long we can stay awake, but what happens to our minds and bodies when we do. One of the most famous cases is that of Randy Gardner, a high school student who, in 1964, set a world record by staying awake for an astonishing 11 days, over 264 hours without sleep. His experiment became a landmark in sleep research. By the third day, Randy was already experiencing severe symptoms. He became delusional, started hallucinating, and struggled to remember even simple things. His sense of reality began to blur, and his emotions swung wildly. Today, modern brain scans confirm what those early experiments suggested. After about 72 hours without sleep, the brain's control centers begin to shut down, making it nearly impossible to think clearly or make rational decisions. Meanwhile, the emotional centers of the brain become hyperactive and unpredictable, leading to anxiety, irritability, and even paranoia. The longer you stay awake, the more your mind and body unravel. But when sleep is finally allowed, the brain doesn't just make up for lost hours. Instead, it dives straight into the deepest, most restorative stages, working overtime to repair and rebalance itself. This shows that sleep is about quality, not just quantity. The lesson is clear. Pushing past your natural limits doesn't make you stronger. Instead, it dismantles your mind and body, leaving you vulnerable to mistakes, illness, and emotional turmoil. Sleep isn't a test of willpower or toughness, it's a fundamental biological necessity. No matter how determined you are, your brain and body need rest to function at their best. The good news is recovery is possible, but only if you give yourself permission to sleep, allowing your brain to heal, restore, and prepare you for the challenges of a new day. Caffeine is the world's favorite fix for exhaustion, but it's a trick. It blocks sleep signals, giving a brief boost, but the sleep pressure keeps building. When caffeine wears off, the crash is brutal, worse than before. Overuse leads to tolerance, jitters, anxiety, and a racing heart. Caffeine is a lone shark, not a solution. After 3 days awake, your body doesn't need more stimulation, it needs sleep. Ignoring that plea is a gamble you can't win. After 3 days awake, reality begins to unravel at the seams. The world you once knew starts to feel unfamiliar, as if you're drifting through a foggy dreamscape where nothing is quite as it seems. Hallucinations creep in, shadows flicker and dance at the edge of your vision, objects twist and warp, and you might even hear voices whispering secrets that aren't really there. The boundaries between what's real and what's imagined blur. Your brain, desperate for the relief of dreams, starts to mix fragments of REM sleep into waking life. Vivid images and strange sensations intrude, making it hard to tell if you're awake or trapped in a bizarre nightmare. Delusions tighten their grip. Paranoia and confusion become your constant companions. You might feel watched or convinced of things that simply aren't true, as your mind struggles to make sense of the chaos. The mind loses its ability to separate fantasy from fact. Everyday reality slips away, replaced by a world shaped by exhaustion and fear. This is the final warning. Your brain is failing, sending desperate signals that it cannot go on much longer without rest. Sleep deprivation strips away sanity, leaving you lost in a waking nightmare where fear and confusion reign. The longer you stay awake, the deeper you fall into this mental abyss. Sleep is the anchor that keeps us grounded, restoring our minds and bodies each night. Without it, we drift further from ourselves. If you're watching this late at night, take the hint. Your body and mind are begging for rest. Don't ignore the signs. The real superpower isn't pushing through exhaustion. It's giving yourself permission to rest. Tonight, let sleep be your sanctuary.